way to church. We were on our way a few minutes ago, and we got a chicken house alarm. And that's like our biggest fear, because my husband's the pastor of the church, and we're so scared we're going to be in the middle of church and get a chicken house alarm. But my son drives separate, so he's able to run home if we need him to. But hello, Bryant.
Good morning.
Isn't he a handsome preacher? Anyway, today's an exciting day at church. We are having our shoeboxes come in today for the Operation Christmas Child. We set a goal of 100 shoeboxes, so I'm excited to see how close we came to our goal. Last year we had a goal of 75 and we almost made it, but not quite. And that's okay, because my mama always told me it's better to shoot for the moon and hit the top of the fence than it is to shoot for the top of the fence and hit the ground. So we're shooting for the moon. So we've set a goal for 100. I'm excited to see how close we came to meeting that goal. If we didn't, it's okay. But if we did, that's wonderful. So stay tuned for how many shoeboxes came in, and I'll let you know. Okay, so today is Tuesday, and no, it's not. It's Monday. It's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, and that was our shoebox bringing in at church. And I think we were almost at our goal. Our goal was 100, which I knew that was a really lofty goal for our church, our size. And I think I counted 90. So I'll know for sure today when I go load them up. But I am thrilled beyond measure with 90 boxes. So we're excited about that. Actually, today has been kind of a frustrating day, or early morning at the farm. I'm just getting back from the farm. That's why I look so rough. In the middle of the night, about 4 o'clock, we had an alarm go off. And it was temperature. It was too cold. Well, our vents, our sidewall vents that open and close based on what the temperature is, they keep breaking. The cable keeps breaking. And there's some kind of defect in either the way they were put up or in the manufacturing of them. So my husband had to get up in the middle of the night and go deal with that and manually close them. This is beyond frustrating because it is happening. And we have 6 houses, and in each house there's like 1, 2, 3. There's 4 different lines of vents, and just about every week, one house, one little portion of the vents is breaking. So it is frustrating, but that's part of farming. And believe it or not, I still wouldn't change anything if I had to, or if I could, because it's just the farm. We've just been blessed with the farm, and it has allowed our family much more time together, even though a lot of it's when we're all stinky and messy. But it has allowed us more time together. But I want these vents fixed. I know my husband wants these vents fixed because, oh goodness, I know they're driving him crazy because he's the one that gets up in the middle of the night and goes and deals with it. So, but anyway, we're excited. I'm going to get cleaned up. Then as soon as Bryant gets back from over at the farm, we're going to go to the church and pack up our shoeboxes and deliver them to the drop-off location. And then I think the rest of the day is going to hold maybe doing a little preparing for Thanksgiving, a little bit of the cooking, and a lot of planning. I'm working on my planner. I'll have to show you all this. I'm really excited. I hadn't got far enough along to really show you anything good, but I'm going to do a Thanksgiving and Christmas combined notebook and have all my recipes, the things I serve. And then I'll put a little note at the end saying maybe what works and what didn't work this year, so I don't repeat next year, or maybe I can do something different. So anyway, I'm excited about that, and maybe I'll show you that in the next coming day or so. But frustrations at the farm. Oh, and I'll show you my get up, how I go into the farm. It's quite funny. I look like Darth Vader. But no chicken lung will happen here because I am protecting my lungs. So I do look kind of funny, and my family thinks it's hilarious, but I don't go in them without, well, I mean, I'll walk in them if I'm going to be in there for a second or two, but if I'm going to be in the chicken houses for a long period of time, I wear my mask and my get up. So I'll show you a glimpse of that in a little bit. So, another farm frustration. Ah! Bryant just called me and told me the truck broke down. I don't know. I guess because it's chicken farm and there's some dirty stuff. We don't use a nice truck. Phew! Bless me. Anyway, sorry, excuse me. But we don't use the nice truck on the farm. We use the jalopy, the old truck. And it's been acting up a little bit. So he was going over to my nephew's house who has a chicken farm. And he was going to check out their vents to see how they were put up. Because his aren't breaking. And so, anyway, he gets to the store to get gas. And he calls me and he tells me his truck won't crank. So I get my car to go get him. And we live on a dirt road. So I get to the end of the dirt road. And he calls back and says, oh, it started. But the problem is, over where my nephew is, he doesn't have phone signal. And so if he breaks down, I don't know what we're going to do. He told me if he's not home by 10:30, but my husband's a talker. He's a preacher, for Pete's sake. He talks all the time. He loves to talk. So he's not going to be home by 10:30. And then if I have to get in the car and go look for him because he doesn't have phone signal, oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a crazy life, but I love it. It's fun, unpredictable. I'm not built like that. I'm not made like that. I'm made for, I'm a planner. Obviously, I'm working on a holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas plan book. But I'm definitely a planner. But sometimes you just have to roll with the punches and go with what happens. So I'm fixing to get out of the car. I'm back home. I'm going to get out of the car and I'm going to go start some laundry. I'm going to wash my face and get my day going. Already made my bed. Hey, listen, I've started a morning routine, and I'll tell you more about that too. I used to follow, when I was a young mother and had children that were young and little, I started following the Fly Lady, who gives cleaning tips and a lot of things, and it worked really well. But since my kids are older, I haven't done that lately. And so I actually was watching the channel I like to watch, she's in Her Apron is the name of the channel. And it's a girl named Kimmy. She was talking about the Fly Lady. And I said, oh, I know the Fly Lady. I used to do that. So I have actually kind of started researching it again and familiarizing myself with it again. So I'll have to tell you how that goes. And when I get it going in full speed, and I learn how to leave a link, I'll try to do that. Any of you chicken farmers know anything about the sidewall vents, or if yours are breaking, I'm going to try to figure out how to leave my email address at the bottom, and you can email me and let me know what's going on and what we need to do. We've called the people who come out and fix things, and they're supposed to fix it, but they come out every time and fix these vents, and but then they break again. So something's not right. And so if you know anything, I'm going to try to leave my email address, and you email me and tell us what we need to do. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Hey guys. Well, my husband and I delivered the shoeboxes, the Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes, and we had 91 shoeboxes. I am over the moon excited and thrilled and just tickled pink with that outcome. I set that goal of 100, and I set it really high, thinking, well, if we reach halfway there, I'll be pleased. But man, we almost reached the goal of 100, only 9 more. I am just thrilled. Let me tell you, we have an awesome church family. So we're just excited about that. And it feels so good to give back, and it just felt good for me to deliver them to the drop-off location. Everybody there that was at this church it was the drop-off location, they were in such a good mood, so happy, helpful. It was just a great day. So now I'm back home. I have made a chicken casserole. I took 3 chicken breasts. I actually call this my chicken Pierre. I don't know where that name come from. I got it out of a cookbook from a bed and breakfast that Bryant and I went to. We love to go to bed and breakfast places. And I always try to buy a cookbook from there. And this one, it came out of the cookbook from the bed and breakfast we went to. So it is just 3 chicken breasts cooked and chopped up. I put a can of cream of chicken, a cup of sour cream. I use a jar of the, it's the dried beef, and it's the 2.25, and I just cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and put it in there and mix it in, mix everything together, and on the top, put it in a 9x13 dish, and then I crush up a sleeve of the Ritz crackers and place that on top, and then pour melted butter on top of that, and then just bake it for 30 minutes. And it is, oh my goodness, it is some kind of good. It is some kind of good. I make several different chicken casseroles, so I try not to make the same one close together. So it's been a while since I've made this one, but my family loves it. So, and then I made homemade yeast rolls. So I don't know why I felt froggy, but I did, and I made homemade yeast rolls. So we'll see how they turn out. I don't do those often, so it may be a hit or miss situation. So, but I'm going to get the chicken casserole in the oven and get that going, get supper going so I can get my men fed. Okay, so the outcome on the yeast rolls. I got my first batch a little bit too brown. The second batch is perfect. I would say it's kind of a hit and a miss. First of all, I want to show you how soft this roll is. I mean, that is deliciousness right there, except for the fact that when I was making them, I forgot to put salt in it. So we're just gonna put salted butter on top. They're really good, but you can tell they're missing the salt. So I'd say this is a hit and a miss. I'll do it better next time. My husband's behind me. So how are the rolls?
They are perfect, Mom. Great job.
Minus the salt, right?
Well, I don't need sodium.
How's the rest of the supper?
It's subpar. No, I'm just kidding. It's really good.
You rascal. What do you think, Isaac?
It's good.
That's how good they thought it was. And we're not even done yet.